Hello Internet, Chris Krug here at the nextMEDIA conference in Banff. I'm here right now with Boris Wertz, who's the CEO of Nexopia. Tell us a little about what Nexopia is.
So Nexopia is Canada's largest social network for youth. We're targeting the 13 to 20-year-olds. Have about 1 billion page views a month, 1.3 million accounts. So
Wow.
it's really definitely some scale, and has been growing organically for the last 5 years. So really, kind of an internet success story in Canada.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is like the most interesting space to be in the internet right now. Tell me a little bit about the industry and the space in general and kind of what you see going on out there.
You know, I mean, in the end, we're always talking about the big guys, the MySpace, the Facebooks of the world. But I think what is really developing right now is niche social networks. If that is, something that is hosted by a Ning or something like that, or really, networks like Nexopia that focus on a niche. For us, it's really teenagers, 30 to 20-year-old people, and give them a platform to really mingle with their peers.
What happens when your users turn 21?
Then hopefully they stick a little bit around. But in the end, I think that's the whole hypothesis of what we do in Nexopia. We think there's distinct groups, and we're really serving the high school group. And then later on, if you go to college and you go out in the world, you meet new people. That's probably the time for somebody for another platform, for a different product. And we don't think we can serve that market efficiently with Nexopia.
Help me understand why Nexopia instead of Facebook or MySpace. Why would I join this community instead of another one?
I think it's a few things. The first one is really, as I just said, we always compare that as Facebook is like going to a mall and meeting everybody from young to old, etc. Nexopia we compare like going to a party where you really hang out with the people that you really want to hang out, your friends. Secondly, I think we're really community driven, so it's really made for teens by teens. We have thousands of moderators on the site that moderating our pictures, moderating the forums, that we have hundreds of people that uploading new designs, skins to the site. So it's really a community driven site. It's not a corporate entity that is out there where you don't even know what the brand stands for, or who to contact, etc. So we're really a site with a personality, with a brand, driven by the community.
What did you guys talk about on your panel today? You were on the Innovation and New Media Innovators panel. What was the kind of topic?
Yeah, I think overall it was great to see the different innovation out of Canada coming in different areas. If that is content, B5 Media. If that is dating, Plenty of Fish, which has been really a success story all around the world and being written about by the New York Times and whoever.
I think the guy clocks over $1 million a month via AdSense or so, huh?
Yeah, it probably is not as much, but close to it, and definitely low cost basis.
Yeah.
If there's somebody like Nexopia and social networking or idea in terms of image search, it's pretty incredible to see what's happening in Canada. There's really some world-class companies in the internet space, and unfortunately we don't really hear too much about it in the North American realm. It's still dominated very much by U.S. companies and the talk about them.
Most of your revenue, I assume, would come from ads put on pages and your page views and inventory and stuff? We
have two revenue streams. On the one hand side, we have a subscription model. It's called Plus. You get extra features. It's kind of an exclusive club. You pay between $5 a month or $30 a year. So that's a little bit more than half our revenues, and then the other half comes from advertising and the traditional CPM, banner ads, etc.
What's the additional features that I get when I become a premium member?
You get recent visitors, so who has visited your profile.
Okay. Those are features Facebook doesn't even have.
No. Secondly, you get who has read your message that you sent somebody. You don't get ads, so it's kind of an ad-free environment, and and a couple of other things, more profiling options, more personalization options, etc. And users really appreciate that, and it's pretty amazing to see that there's a social network that is profitable and that has even a subscription revenue stream. I mean, usually that people say that only works for professional networks like LinkedIn, etc. But we have really proven that you can even make it work for a younger site.
Right. So what do you do online? How do you like to use the internet?
Certainly just because of my job, online, I would say 8 out of my 10 work hours a day. And everything, the normal stuff, if that is search, if that is for travel, if that is catching up with people in terms of social networks. It's a whole range of things. I wouldn't say that there's this one site that I'm continuously looking at, but probably still Google is probably the site I'm using the most.
Yeah. And what's your online guilty pleasure?
My online guilty pleasure. If I had an online guilty pleasure, you know, I don't even know.
Are you a shopper?
I'm not a big shopper. I'm more kind of a traveler. I love traveling. I love spending money on great hotels and and a weekend somewhere in San Francisco.
So you're out there like looking for the cool new deals online and.
I mean, so perhaps that's my guilty pleasure.
Well, thanks a lot for the interview, Chris Krug and Boris Wertz signing off from NextMEDIA and BAMF. Over and out, Internet.